the site of the Anambra International Conference Center in Awka. This project was born out of the need for a standard conference center in the state, and this project is proposed to be of international standard. Construction work is advancing at this site. The conference center was initiated to be a tourist and event center which will attract tourists from every part of Nigeria and outside the country. The idea for a conference center in the state is the brainchild of the governor of Anambra State, Chief Willie Maduaburochukwu Obiano Akpokwe Dike, owing to the fact that Anambra State, the light of the nation, has no state-of-the-art conference center or a meeting place that is comfortable and conducive for a greater number of people. Governor Obiano says the International Conference Center Awka will be one of his landmark projects, expressing optimism that the contractor handling the work will deliver in record time. He stated this when he performed the official flag-off of the construction with the Obi of Onitsha, His Royal Majesty Igwe Alfred Nnaemeka Achebe.
I'm very happy to be flagging off this project. This is a 10,000 seating capacity international conference center. We copied the model from Dubai, and this project is very dear to me, and that's why Zontan Construction Company, the guys that built Agulu Lake Hotel, they are the same people building this place. And Mr. 2, Engineer 2, you know, they've been very well mobilized, and they will deliver this project in 12 months' time, December next year. So December next year, by the grace of God, I can remember our Christmas. So it's a beautiful project, like you have been told. The height alone is very imposing, and the engineering skills being applied here is unique, you know. And when it's fully done, it will be the best in the southeast. There won't be any kind of structure close to this structure. So it will be a landmark project for the whole of Anambra State, and it will be seen from far and near. I'm sure everybody living over 20, 30, 40 kilometers from there will be seeing this project. And it will be properly lit, you know, and properly decorated with all the acoustics, engineering things to make sure that there's no echo inside the hall, you know. So we are taking special pains to ensure that the foundation is solid, and I'm very happy with this engineering firm, Zontan, for what they are doing so far. He's reassured me that this project will be completed by December next year.
On our government initiative, this project, and I'm praying that all of us guide success to complete this project on time, on budget, and specification. By great honor, on behalf of the government, we declare this project to commence.
We are doing this in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Excellency, look up, look up, look up.
The State Commissioner for Housing, Engineer Emeka Ezewane, explained that the project will improve the state internally generated revenue. The Commissioner pointed out that the project on completion will be the first of its kind in the southeast, adding that it will hopefully serve as a tourist site.
When we finish this project, because of the way the project is going to add greatly to the IGR of Anambra State, because most of the big events, the NBA are having something, Nigeria's Society of Engineers are having something. They go to Abuja, they go to a couple of places that have such facility, and we don't have such facility here, and that's why you see, for us to be, a star state that we are, there are some facilities that must be here. And when we have a 5-star governor, we now have a 5-star hotel. It has completed a Lake Hotel. That's a 5-star. So when you have that kind of 5-star facility, you need to have this kind of 5-star, conference center. That, for instance, if you are having an international conference, that people from outside of Nigeria, from London, from America, are going to be here. If they have that if they finish there, they have the Agro Lake Hotel to be there. Security is already there, so you can see these things, they work hand in hand. You can see the linkages. Okay, so it's a project to behold, and Anambra, they continue to thank and pray for the governor.
According to the Managing Director, Awka Capital Territory Development Authority, ACDA, Venerable Amechi Okwosa, the conference center was designed in strict compliance with all applicable building code, development control guidelines within Awka Capital Territory, and complies with all provisions to accommodate persons with disability.
First of all, it is very important, the impact in society. In this part of the country, we haven't actually had a conference center or a place of meeting that could take a large number of people safely, and meeting with the modern technologies that we have in other parts of the world. And you'll find that most times some events that are supposed to hold in a closed-up area, because of the number of attendees, you end up in a stadium. But that place will afford us a great opportunity to sit in our own comfort and be entertained. And at the same time, it's a tourist attraction. People could come from parts of Nigeria, even outside the country, to be a part of the excellence that is there. And I want to tell you that from the designing of that conference center, the aesthetics, the furnishing that will come in, and when you look at it holistically, it's second to none. And the technology that will be used in the building to disseminate the information, to the acoustics and other things that is necessary when you travel overseas. Then when you get in there, you'll be very, very assured that you won't miss being outside Nigeria.
The International Conference Center, which commenced in July 2018, will have about 10,000 seating capacity. The program to be contained in this complex include a ground entrance foyer with atrium, subdividable grand auditorium or ballroom, exhibition hall, meeting rooms, storage, restroom and associated spaces. Included within the exhibition hall will be a workshop or seminar area for professionals to be used. The model also includes a design development for parking lots and outdoor areas.
The height of the complex is going to be the height of a 10-story building. You know what it means? Anywhere you are in Awka, you are going to see that thing. You know, everywhere in Awka you can see it. Not only that, the project is, in total, is supposed to take up to 10,000 people. Okay, because there are about multiple halls. The main hall that will take about 6,000 something. Then other halls 2,008, 1,005. You know, so you can, depending on the event you want to do. You know, that is, you know, a restaurant, you know, media house, a whole lot of things. The landscaping is out of this world. In fact, I know by the time we finish that project, people are going to come from far and near to even take maybe wedding picture, because most part of the landscaping is green.
Being the kind of massive and edifice that His Excellency Shivuli Obiano wants for the state as a legacy among other states from south, west, south, because by the time we are done with this, it's going to be the best in Nigeria. On this roll, we have zoned it into 7, and we have some suspended floor that is going to seat banks and some other commercial activities. While on the other end there, we have a gallery that helps overflow and probably people to be able to view better from behind to the podium stage. So that's what it is for now.
Anambra stands to gain more from this new development which the state government is setting up in the capital city, because the aim of this project will change the narrative of the capital city of Anambra State, Awka, as unique amongst her contemporaries. The Anambra International Conference Center will serve as a source of generating revenue which will boost the state economy, attract foreign investors and create employment opportunities for Ndi Anambra.
Is direct and indirect. Okay, the IGR, like people pay for the hall, people doing this, those are direct ones. The indirect ones is what is going to do to the image of Anambra State. Okay, now I gave you an example. When you are talking about people that have such facility to do all manner of conferences, we will count Anambra State. We'll be on the table. You understand what I'm saying? So it's going to be good for us. Anambra State is a star state. In fact, I think it's even coming late in the day. But thank God for our governor.
The aim of building that conference center is to, first of all, create an awareness that there is a city called Awka, which is different from other cities. And secondly, it will attract IGR. And when people come outside the states to use the place, it will attract IGR. And secondly, it's a tourist attraction too. People could actually come in, pay to move around within the conference center. And when you travel to Dubai, for instance, I've been to Dubai a couple of times. As you're approaching the airport, you have a very wide view of all the major structures, skyscrapers, huge buildings that dotted the skyline, and it gives you that euphoria that you are moving into a place that is different. So when you're coming into Awka, Awka is well known, by the way, but it will attract more attention and right publicity in the right direction. So the people around will benefit. When people come there to have events, the hotels will be booked. Most people that come around, it will give room for employment, because such a huge edifice will require a lot of individuals to work there to keep the place clean, for security, and other things that are needed. And schools could go in there, receive the education that they require, the information that they require, and a host of other things that could be done there.
The Awka Capital Territory Development Authority, ACTA, envisage a capital territory where other states will emulate. This is the reason developing Awka, the capital city of Anambra State, is very vital to ACTA. And so, the Anambra International Conference Center is one of the numerous projects in the state that brings developments which make ACTA fully involved in this project.
The conference center is one of a kind. It's an edifice that is second to none in this part of the country, and it's something that we have to look into very, very in a detailed form and way to make sure that it is what we expected it to be. Thank you.
The role of the agency in this project is to ensure that the edifice align with the focus of the agency in the following ways.
The conference center is a legacy project of His Excellency, and is being constructed within the Awka Capital Territory. And as you may well know, every development within the Capital Territory is under our purview, and we have a great role to play to make sure that the building follows the plan that was originally designed for it, make sure that it's safe. We look into every aspect of the building and has the impact it will have in the society, and to be sure that it's a safe place.
The contracting manager, Abiola Kolawole, told ABS when they visited the site that the foundation has been completed and the column is about to be finished, while the next level will be the erection of the first floor.
As you can see, we've been battling with the foundation because we have a lot of remedial that we carried out, considering the work level that was achieved by the former contractor. And thank God, just last week, we came out of the ground and our column are being erected. And hopefully the next 2-3 weeks, we should be done with the column.
The contracting manager talks about the challenges envisaged at the commencement, saying that series of tests were conducted at the foundation level by Anambra State Material Testing Lab to make sure they were building a long-lasting structure. The foundation is about 3.6 meter height to avoid flood affecting the structure.
We had to carry out series of tests on the foundation, geotests, ran quite numbers within Anambra State, some in Enugu, and we discovered that we have to beef up the foundation. And with the help of the consultants that the state has introduced to work with us on the projects, they've been able to design something worthwhile, and we are working with it. The minimum that we've done here is 3.6 meters. Yeah. The main building is about 80 meters by 140 meters. And for us to be able to achieve the level of, structure that everybody wants to see and probably reckon with, we need to go by that. Because if not, and not well planned, considering the road level, we might run into problems.
The ground was filled up to 1.5 meter ladder rates to enable people gain easy access to the environment because of its waterlogged terrain.
We've done a filling of about 1.5 meter, across the boundary of this site to be able to retain water and for people to have access without disturbing our works. Yeah, if you ask that rain affecting work at height, we have our plan as well. By then we hope that we will have probably covered to a large extent or probably to an average level whereby our people can be under the shade and work. Understand? And for the compound, that's the external works, we might have to probably suspend some if the rain is too much, because we can't predict.
Governor of Anambra State, Chief Willie Obiano, and his deputy, Dr. Nkem Okeke, usually visit the project site for supervision.
His Excellency, the governor, has been supportive. The deputy governor also comes once in a while to check what we're doing, quite numbers of commissioner, and it's been support from every angle.
At the site, ABS witnessed a lot of equipment on sites which include mobile crane, bashing plants, excavator, manpower personnel with safety compliance and tools that are ICT compliant that help them to work.
We have quite numbers of equipment for work at height. For now, we use our mobile crane, we have our bashing plant, and we have also our excavators, we have our men working. As you can see, we are safety compliance, and our tools are, what's it called? We have tools that are ICT compliance that helps us to work, unlike any other contemporary construction company.
Some citizens of Anambra who spoke to ABS bear their minds on this latest development.
I think that we put Anambra State on the world map. Anambra International Conference Center, yeah, it's going to be a good benefit to the state. One, because we have such thing in Abuja, you know, International Conference Center. It's a place where conferences, you know, supposed to be taking place, where people can be having meetings and conferences. Then also it has to be generating funds for the state. It's a sort of revenue, you know, window for the state. It's a very good one.
It will create job opportunity for the youth, for the parents, even for the kids. Because these days you discover that some children want to do business, maybe after their school or whatever. And it will create a kind of a development in the state. And it will involve the international body to come and invest in Anambra State. And it will help to develop the state. We know that our governor is trying, but with this, the state will go far.
Definitely to boost the economy and, of course, employment. Of course, it will give opportunities for youths also to get employed.
According to the contractor, this project was awarded in March 2018 and the construction work took off in July 2018.
We started July and the contract was awarded sometimes in March. We had our back and forth. Like I said, we had to carry out a series of tests in the foundation to make sure that we are building a long-lasting structure. So that took time before we could agree on the foundation, what we need to do at some point, where the loads are coming, the loads that is coming from the steel roof and all that.
In the Anambra are employed to Willie Obiano to make this project a reality by doing the needful.
First of all, the people that are going to work there, there are people from this state that are going to work there. Number one. Number two, with the game, you know, you have in of security that in Oka there is no, you don't have a new hotel. That shows you sign of people, everybody want to be here because people that are here are making tremendous gain, and that's why every day people are coming in to build hotel, to build their business, to build a couple of things because security is here. It's going to attract some well-networked individuals to the state. There is nothing as beautiful as networking in business. When you have the Dangotes of this world, they want to do one seminar or one thing that is of international, stature, and they know, Anambra has this, state of facility, and there is Agri-Lake Hotel. So definitely, they consider you. If they're considering Abuja, Lagos, Port Harcourt, they consider Anambra, and they say, okay, we did it in Lagos the other time, let's go to Anambra. But if you don't have such facility, nobody will consider you. And when you have such people, some people can then try to build business around it, around the place, because you have such facility.
Anambra International Conference Center is our own. This initiative would help create employment, boost our economy, and it will attract foreign investors. This project is a Dubai of our dream in West Africa. In the Anambra, let's support this project by paying our task.
For you to know why International Conference Center was conceived in the first place. It is a legacy project. It's going to be the first of its kind, this part of the world. This project is similar to what you see, in Dubai. Massive project.
I want to use this opportunity to appeal to Anambra the need for us to pay our taxes, because we need that. That's one of the areas we could get the resources to finish up this building, because it's very expensive. When you become patriotic, when you pay your taxes, all the facilities and amenities that we require in a 21st century city will be made available. Some of us that had the opportunity to live outside the country, we know that we need your taxes for the government to thrive. So, in Anambra, I tell you from my heart that that International Conference Center is a dream that will be realized, and we'll be richer for it. Thank you.
All right, people, you've seen this wonderful project the Anambra State government is putting on ground. And you've also heard from the personnel in charge of this project, from the government and the construction company. The Anambra State International Conference Center is a boost for the state economy and a means for employment. Let us support Anambra State government in creating work for India Anambra. I am Chinyere Ikioreke, and thanks for being there.